Hello, the Pokemon fan 1993 here, back with more Pokemon Legends ZA. So for those who don't know, in about 9 days, so about next Wednesday, the DLC comes out. I want to complete the story before then, so we're actually skipping all side missions, the rest of the side missions, until we complete the main story. That's so I can do that, and my friend is getting ready for, well, I'm getting ready for a tournament. That's coming up, I believe it's it's either mid-December or after Christmas, and I want to make sure, I want to get to the point where I can actually do some competitive work in terms of getting Pokemon right and everything. I don't know how long that actually takes, so I'll make sure I have enough time on my hands to do so. You're also going to notice I'm kind of back here. The reason I'm back here is it's kind of a silly situation. So I was watching this video of this guy who was doing a 24-hour shiny challenge. Basically, he would get, in 24 hours, he would go to a he would grab as many Pokemon as he could that were shiny, and then he'd make a competitive team out of them. And he actually came to this alley here, and he found 6 Scraggy and 1 Scrafty here. I came here and I couldn't find anything, so I started asking around. Apparently, some hordes of Pokemon are actually locked behind the post game, meaning I have to beat the entire game for me to do that. I wanted to shiny Scraggy, something to take my mind off the whole fossil thing, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't find the Scraggy, so I'm like, screw it. I'm just gonna get that done. And the only thing I didn't do that I probably should have done, is I should have done, before I got on, I kind of forgot about it. I have to go into the Battle Zone, I have to get my Challenger's ticket. So this is going to take me 2 nights, but the first night's already kind of waning. So, you know, I might as well go and get this done. I got to pull my Psychic type moves. That's actually really easy. Oh, hang on. Someone's on my ass. But he turned around. Should be able to one-shot with Magical Leaf. Assuming it even... Nope. Fucking stairs blocked it. Oh my god. Yeah, I'll stick. Go up the stairs and get the bastard. Thank you. Thank you. And we got Slither we gotta deal with, so this shouldn't be crazy. I'm trying to knock him out with a Psychic attack, that's why I use Shadow Ball first. So I want to get everything I need as quickly as possible, so that's 1 out of 3. I need to do it 2 more times. And every time the charge ticket gets more and more expensive to do, so... Oh. Where's the cards I got tonight? What's the card? Maybe not good with the punch with the first blow. Okay, that one's not going to be difficult. What's this one? I got Pokemon Plus, but that's another relatively easy one. Like I said, I'm not going to be able to put them all right now, but, you know, the night's or the day's getting close here, so we're going to try to lock on this Gram Trick and hit him with the Psychic. And knock out the Pokemon, so that helps. Pikachu. Should be able to knock out Pikachu as well with the Psychic. Funny thing is, in case people didn't know, is that if a Pokemon ambushes someone in the battle zone, the move actually immediately gets refilled again, so you can use it immediately after. Which is something some people don't know, and I can't be surprised if people wouldn't know that. So I just let you guys kind of know about that. Alright. Now, plus Psychic should... Nope, they didn't actually put it down. I'm surprised. Try one more time. Got it. Actually, knocked himself out. With Takedown, he knocked himself out. We got the second move down, so it gives me another 3,000 points, which gives me a nice little fill in the meter. Oh no, it gave me a much more fill because of the thing. They knocked 2 of them out in one shot. Oh, it's coming this way. Let's try to avoid that. Can I activate plus moves before I even attack? Before the battle even starts? I can. There's one. We seem to beat the Psychic for some reason, or not very strong Psychic, or you know what I mean? Look at no Pokemon has been resistant to Psychic yet. That gives you 2 out of 3, right? Yep. We're gonna heal Meowstic real quick. I know I don't really have to because we're very close. I also caught a few other Pokemon here. I found a Talonflame just randomly on a rooftop, and I managed to catch it, which I thought would be harder to catch because it's a flyer. Usually Pokemon, especially games like this, flyers usually hard to grab. My friend still isn't taking those Pokemon back. I should remind him about that. That I actually still have those Pokemon. I think he kind of forgot about them. It's been like a week. I grabbed another Cleffa too because I know that breeding is not available in this game, so having like an extra baby Pokemon if you want a Cleffa would be kind of nice to have, or nice to be able to trade for. Because there's no breeding, it makes it harder to deal with Pokemon in this game. It makes competitive a little bit harder, and I'm not gonna lie. I think in SV, I think making competitive was a little too easy. Although I don't know if removing breeding was really the best idea for that, but I kind of like how it got just a little bit harder. I don't think I would take away breeding out. If I was honest with you, if I was gonna take away anything, it would have been the mints, because that means you have to. Well, that piss legendary players off because you can't breed legendaries. But I think that would have been better to take away than the ability to breed. Because if you do your breeding right, you can get. I got 7,958 Pokétowers. If you do breeding right, you can get the nature you want. I know because I did that. I was doing competitive well before mints were introduced. I believe they were introduced in. Actually, they were introduced. Were they? They were either introduced in Sword and Shield, or they were in SV. I think it was SV. They started introducing the mints. But I think they would have been better to get rid of the mints than I would have the breeding. What do you guys think? If you guys have an opinion, let me know below. Like, should they remove mints? Should they remove breeding? Or should they remove something else to make competitive a little bit harder? Alright, so now it's morning, so we're actually going to go to a Pokemon Center. We're going to heal, and then I'm going to go to this bench right next to it and make it immediately night again. But keep up keep getting points like I was earlier, and this shouldn't be too long at all. Right. Should be a bench right here, yep. Kill some time until night, yes. Excuse me. That was unactivated. So let's see, is it the same spot it was before, or is it a different location now? Also, I get the shiny charm. I'm obviously going to be doing some hunting. Okay, okay, the battle zone did move. We moved over to between 8, 6, and 11 wild zones. Wild zone. Alright, let's go. In front of a church, it looks like. Knock out Pokemon with plus moves, not difficult. He's got a Panpour up there. Yeah, I don't see how I'm supposed to catch this guy off guard. Might not be able to. Or it's going to be stupid enough to just turn around. You know, it's a pretty stupid idea, but we're gonna plus move Psychic. And I got him right before he made to see me. I don't know if I might take my dog out. My dog barks. I'm not sure if that's because of the noise and scares, but I might take him out real quick. Oh, he's other than the Nevia dog. It just means I have to kind of let him outside. Usually he's pretty good when I'm here. He likes to try to like leave our yard when I'm not here, but you know, it's usually only like one time. Wait, let's see. Oh, that person right there. Okay, so where the hell? All right. Trading my plus one there wouldn't let me, so I don't know what happened there, but whatever. Same lady from last time, it seems. I'm not using plus move for some reason. Maybe I have to build the gauge up. Use plus moves. I mean, that could be a possible thing, but or there's people up here to battle. Usually there is no every part of the battle zone. Person there, is that Nurse Joy, or the healing lady? It looks like she is, or it looks like it is. Damn it! Yep, that's definitely her. Some of these Pokemon that say what you want. Some of the moves in this game have really nice animations. Say what you want to about the game, but the moves have really good animations. Interesting. So if you guys don't know, Aegislash is like the worst Pokemon in the game. because of how long it takes to make a change these chances. He knocked out himself. Alright, whatever. I'm trying to make sure I get like the plus. Oh, okay, she has a mega. Oh no, okay. So my really wasn't expecting to see, but oh shit. Did she just kill herself? Okay, there she is. I was like, what happens in that situation? You really gotta stop doing that. I have no idea why you told me to flash again. New story, I guess. Mercury he's forcing her Pokemon to jump off the building site on Double Edge. Fucking wish. Stop doing that. Alright, that was a very weird battle, but just throwing a damn Pokemon off a cliff. Wait, does that mean she's gonna heal me if I talk to her? That was like something she would do. We've got Timer Ball there. Oh, she does heal. Okay, that's cool. So it's only once you beat the main game too that you can actually battle her in her Pokemon Center. I think it's once a day or something around those lines. And then it's hit with Mega Ball Pokemon. That's a new one. Pokemon are all okay. Oh, that just healed me. We're gonna drop. Rotom Glide. Might be a funny clip just to show that she keeps throwing Auto off a cliff. Alright, so we're actually going to destroy the Medanium. We need to get those Mega Ball moves, so let's not. Yeah, I can't do it against Heracross though. I mean, I could try, but that would not be a good idea. I should one-shot that Heracross. Wait, did she? Okay, did knock out her Pokemon. That was like the quote. That was like frame perfect on that. Uh oh. Let's stop. I'm not liking that. Out. Plus moves, so I got 2 out of 3. And do super effective damage with plus moves. Plus Satchel again, heal my Pokemon a little bit. My Mega Gauge still isn't quite full yet. Where are the rest of these guys? I see one. Plus move Leaf Blade. Plus move Fury. Nope. Alright. Plus move. Alright. Well, I could have used Dazzling Gleam there and that would have counted as a super effective plus move. I'm already halfway there. This one is immediately knock out unaware Pokemon with your first ball. Okay, that one's decently easy. That'll work. And I got rid of the first blow once I get another 4,000 points off that. So So for them, with plus moves on the game can be kind of a hard one. Pokemon using Psych type, that's something like that. Nyastic. Oh, hi there. Maybe my Pokemon too? I think it does, yeah. Nice. I wonder if Nurse Joy's still up here or someone else took her place. Or whoever the person is up here. Yep, someone did. Should be able to hit him from there with that, I would think, right? Yeah. Looks like we can. Nice Pokemon. Gardevoir. We're getting up here. This is the worst place to have like a battle. Would have gone for Moonblast and my actually knocked me out. They're definitely throwing Mega Boost in the mix now. Make it harder. Got him. 30,000 and 45,000. He'll now stick up. I think I got a shit ton of Spirit Potions. Oh, I have the ability to Mega Evolve now, so that's pretty helpful. And I can do my Landhood's Mega Evolve Pokemon. That one should be relatively easy. Grab the toothless things I see over here. Liquid Ninja? Yeah, it is. Go ahead and make a ball. How do they not notice that? Oh, you bitch. Yeah, that should have gone through up fast. That's one hit. Oh, yeah. He just killed himself. I need to do one more hit thing, because obviously that one didn't count. Just 2 out of 3, right? Not the kind of 3/3, alright, that worked for me. Retreat Meganium there, that way I hold on to what little mega power she has left. Or he has left. I didn't even see the lady, alright. Oh. She's relatively easy then. Just fighting type user. Wow, she almost introduced down my Meganium. Which you guys wouldn't be too surprised because you're using a Mega Pokemon. Okay, yeah, you got another 8,000 points there. That's gonna be, yep, that hit makes it the max. Alright, cool. That was not, that took me, what, 20 minutes? That's not terrible. Actually, less than 20 minutes because I didn't start immediately on that. But, you know. Alright, let's go to Pokemon Center here. We'll heal and we'll go and find the team leader, that team leader or whoever it was, name himself Grim. Now, I'm I'm going to guess that Team Flare, they gotta have fire Pokemon, right? I want to say that's how it works, but I don't remember. No, I think they had some fire Pokemon in the other games. So I'm guessing that's what they're gonna have. Which is kind of bad because I have two Pokemon that are weak to fire. But on the other hand, I do have Blastoise and Scrafty, I guess, would work decent against the fire type. This place is abandoned. Wait, is this? Hang on a second. Isn't this Team Flare's old building? Look at you, waiting like a good little boy. Then you want to ask yourself why we want to meet in such a spot. This is Lysandre Cafe. Very important place for anyone in Team Flare, though now it's an empty storefront. No one has decided to run a location so closely associated with such a disreputable group. Jesus. And Stone wants it. We've taken the liberty of continuing to use it as a team base flare, or more likely for Team Flare Novaru. You do know about Team Flare, don't you? Of course I do. Make yourself I know what Team Flare really was. Result. Return this kit as our enemy. Nothing but an obstacle all the goals we hope to achieve in Flame 2 Noveo. Won't transplant into someone like this. Let's just get rid of him. The world has not been kind of forgiving toward those who aren't in Team Flare. I'm afraid it's too understandable. Sad though as it is, that some harden their hearts in response, like Grizel here has done. My apologies. I'm afraid there's simply no stopping Grizel once she's set on a course of action. We're reviewing the mail badge that the approach must ask. Great. Yeah, she'll stop being a bitch. Yeah, I'll definitely battle her. I mean, there is a high obsession, and I understand being part of a group or a cult. There's a point where it just gets too much to an extreme. I will, and I will win. Let it burn you to the ground. There won't be enough of you left to fight in the ZA Royale. We'll see about that. I've lost like once or twice. You're challenged by Grizel of Team Flare. No way. I'm not gonna be able to pronounce that. Yeah, she's got fine Pokemon. Fire Pokemon, alright. Well, how high are her Pokemon? 59. Okay, that's higher than I was expecting. To be honest with you. Where'd she go? That U-turn is kind of crazy. I did not mean to use. God damn it! I know I hit Psychic. I have no idea why I used Magical Leap. Might have to be a challenge. That's 5 Pokemon too. Basically, it's 5 against 5 now, or 5 against 4 against 5. 5 against 4. God damn it! Tried to protect against it, didn't work. She's definitely going to be a challenge. I have to be careful here because I have Pokemon I can't use. I don't know if she has an Aerodactyl, but that's an interesting one. Probably the worst one for her to use. During got Scrafty in the field. Could be as high as a hell of a high defense. Getting leveled up. Not a gross. Okay, that's could be a problem. I'd say that's gonna put him down. Imagine last one was gonna be a fire type, so I'm gonna fire Mega. I'll be damned, it does. Alright. Gotta win this battle. We can't let anyone stand in our way. I don't hear anyone talk about completely that great of a Mega. Oh. He's got Lady Gaga. Oh, like Lady Gaga here. Okay, that's kind of weird, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna Mega Evolve mine as well. Or whatever you call them. Big ass ponytail. A lot of female celebrities use that look. I'm gonna take some wrestlers as well. They're really wrestlers anyway. Use Snarl, so I don't think I've always just one shot of things. It's over. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Power's decent looking, but it doesn't seem like it gained enough of a presence there. It's ridiculous. You're the one that lost, when pull that shit on me. I lost. One, lost. That was well fought. But nothing more than Team MZ's new ace, the one who's just saved Lumino City. It's time for a little coffee break. Well, one Ember Rose, the city you're drinking at the Norway Cafe. Should be a perk to my Pokemon who battle for us as well. Now we're feeling refreshed. Allow me to teach you about the true history of Team Flare. What we hope to accomplish. Please join us inside. So let's gonna stop anyone just randomly walking in there. Should they have like a tape on the door or like a chain on the door or something like that? What's gonna happen if I just randomly walked in there like out of the blue? Oh, there's a bunch of bad guys in here. Nope, I'm out. Just like, okay, and just slowly close the door and walk around. Run. Fire red of Lysandre's burning passion. So we fills the Lysandre Cafe. Here in this place, I'd like to explain to you why I chose to battle in the ZA Royale. I'll begin with Team Flare. The group knows Team Flare provide a place for people to come together and help one another, all to achieve a more beautiful world. However, our leader, the name Lysandre, grew delusion and with humanity over time. Fearing what the future might bring, he set his sights on a new goal of his own to reduce the number of people in the world. And Lysandre made a foolish choice. He chose to use the ultimate weapon. You know what the ultimate weapon which nearly burned Kalos off the map? Region off the map. The weapon was AZ's creation. He only says a kindly figure who has provided a place to call home. They've never built something so horrifying as the ultimate weapon. Lysandre would never have been driven to such madness. I don't agree with that. I believe Lysandre was sick of people acting like they were, and then he just found an excuse to go after the weapon and use it. That's very skewed. Like, I'll blame AZ for making the weapon, but just because something's made doesn't mean it's meant to be used. And Lysandre's the only one that thought, like, it's not like several people were fighting over who's going to use it. He did it himself. Like, he was sick of humanity. He's like, all right, screw this. I'm just going to blow everybody up. That's exactly what happened. People are going to become society's outcast. Now it appears AZ is out to save Luminos, relying on your team support of MT. Honestly, it's laughable. I apologize. I didn't imagine you didn't know how to respond to such an unexpected outpouring. Of course, you might not even be a little word of what I just said. That's why I invite you to witness the truth for yourself. How's that? You'll see. Open sesame. Behind the door lies former Lysandre Labs. It was a facility for research in the days when Team 4 was still active. Down there is where we learned AZ's secrets for ourselves. That's when we learned of the terrible weapon that AZ created. The truth is, so you fully understand how awful it is. Lysandre Labs was designed to be a labyrinth. Of course, plenty of weapons want to take over the place since it was abandoned. You might have done it before you even get to see the truth for yourself. So I'm going to stand by. AZ was bad for what doing, but he does, but I mean, AZ learned that something was wrong, so he stopped. Whatever he created the weapon for, he didn't use it. He stopped. He started becoming better about himself, and it led to him owning a cafe and being the manager of it. Team Flare we're gonna help Pokemon. Oh, Lysandre did it. Well, it's not Lysandre's fault. It's AZ's fault for creating the weapon, and then they continued on the same warpath. They didn't change at all. They just made up an excuse why Lysandre decided to use the weapon. I figured enough time passed for you to have gotten yourself in some trouble. Let me guess, you're down at Lysandre Labs? So there should be an elevator right in front of you. See it? You need to find the elevator key. There should be one lying around there somewhere. Maybe it was a part of Team Flare in case people didn't watch my last episode. Alright, so is this... Okay, I think this is a panel, isn't it? A warp panel? Oh, this is going to be a pain in the ass, isn't it? Is there a... Ooh, there is... Oh, shit. Alright, this is going to be interesting. I gotta find a key. Okay, this looks like a... I might be trying to pet up the game a little bit. Alright, I gotta find this key. Oh, I can go this way, though. Let's see. Alright. What else we got here? Jeez, I know how to make a lot of noise up there. You guys can hear it already. Tiny mushroom. Well, Houndoom. Okay. What high level? Okay, they're pretty high level actually. Why did he go around that corner? it even doing? Oh, now it's over there. Okay, obviously the pads aren't working, but this has something glowing. Big switch. Button the lever and activate the power supply unit. Okay, that power up the warp pads. After back on the nearby warp panel should work now. I mean, the nearby ones are just the ones that I power in that area. Looks like the only ones that popped are the ones around here. Yeah, it looks like the other ones are the only ones that are active. Alright, so I'm going to do what I normally do when I have this warp panel bullshit. I'm going to see where each one goes. This brings me over here, okay. This one kind of brings me back to where I was. So I'm doing, I think what I'm doing right. I'm just going to kind of look around for the key. Checking shelves and shit. Nothing over that way. Something glowing over there. The key I need? That card, okay, so it looks like doors open. Okay, doors open certain doors, got it. Or the key cards open certain doors. I'm switching multiple here. I'm going to try to catch this miniature. Means I don't have all but electric anymore. Something else here too. More TM for dark bolts. Alright, so I found a key, but I'm still gonna check the other warp pad. So this warp pad here brings me over here. Where's that? That one must take me over there then. This one I just checked. Let's go try the other one. Probably should open up this door first, though. We're gonna go up here. We're gonna check out this one here. To get around all the way, that is. This one. Alright, yeah, I'm back over here. I figured this is where I'd show up. Dawnstone, nice. Is that all that's here, though? Is that all I can access? Just this area here? Now I can go through this door, it looks like. No, if I can't because it's blocked. Okay, this is just a way in and out, basically, in order to get the Dawnstone. Give me one sec, guys. I think a little space here wouldn't heat you up very well, but you're sitting almost right on top of it. That's when it gets a little toasty. Well, I'm not lost so far, so I guess that's something. Alright, so we've explored all the active warp panels. We're gonna head over to this place here where they saw me. What is that cry? Okay. Noivern. Where am I being attacked from? It says I'm being... Oh, up there. Duh. I should have known that. I'm trying to capture it once again. That might be a Pokemon. It's hard to. I thought that might happen. Noivern's kind of hard to catch because it's a dragon type. Now we're gonna head over here. Can't go further that way. It looks like you go through that door. We haven't powered up these things yet, so I gotta find a power source of some kind. There it is over there. Can I go through? No, I can't. And next we're going to go through another Pokemon. Oh, Houndour and Houndoom. Okay. I'm going to need to get me out of here. Like, guess it's going to get burned pretty badly. Yep. Walk right in. That Houndoom almost walked right into that bowl. Even better. Are you still alive? No, you're not. Would be a pretty good place to train. You need the experience. I'm sure there's gotta be a better place though where you can train. else in here? Well, there's a thing on that side, but I don't think I can... No, I think the door's closed, yeah. We're going to activate this switch here. You got the power on. Or maybe I have to use a warp pad in order to get over to that side. It's back on the nearby warp panel. Should work now. Let's look at the warp panel. Okay, so we activated this panel, and these two over here. So we gotta check out all the warp panels here. We open this door up, it looks like not. So I'm guessing one of the warp pads must lead in there. I guess it's gonna be this one here. That leads me back, yeah. Let's try this one. Where am I at? No, it actually brings me over here, okay. Pretty feather and a rare candy, nice. Oh, that's my gnostic making that noise. I forgot about the whole sound for certain Pokemon walking. Okay, so that leads me over here. So that's all 4 panels essentially. Lab card B. That takes me, that uses all 4 warp panels. So there's no more other warp panels to explore. So I just gotta find the next door. Which I believe is over there. I think. Yeah, this should be the one to open it. Yep. Let's keep going. I gotta heal Meowstic real quick. Double Sewer Potion should just about heal it fully. Okay, so we're gonna head to the left here. There's nothing really. Oh, Metang and Beldum and Metagross. Very nice. We're gonna try to catch both. I don't think it's gonna work though. Oh, couldn't even catch him. All right. Try Metang. Oh, maybe bust that out of that too. All right. At least I know where to find them if I need them. Just something, I suppose. Tiny mushroom. There's all this over here because there's a bunch of beds. Old beds. Alright. So now the only other place we can head is up here. Manectric and Electrike again. We're gonna one-shot the Manectric to help him survive. Yeah. They always just start with charge, don't they? Got them both. So I've gone, I can't go that way, so the only place I can go from this location is over here. Max revive, turns getting extra small, activate the power. But the thing is, if people knew about this, you actually probably could restore this place. This place isn't, like, it needs a good cleaning and stuff needs to be picked up, but it doesn't look like it's that bad. I've used these 4 panels here. I've used these 4, and I've already done. So the only other panel that I can use is this one in here. The other warp pad, I can say. I can open up that one or that one. Potion and experience gain small. I think the only other place I can go is this warp panel or up here. Looks like it anyway. Anything in here? Max revive, okay. We're getting extra small. Kind of interested in not really a lot in here. I'll go ahead and Max revive is pretty good. Alright, so the only other thing I can do is access this warp pad. Now where am I? I'm over here, and there's one more. There's this little area here, and there's a warp pad. Nugget, nice. I kind of want to explore the rest of the air before I just... Nope, I guess I can't, because I guess it looks like I can go that way. That's weird. Alright, I guess we'll just use this warp panel. Make sure there's nothing else around here that might be able to... Okay. Here I'm in the right location. I can look around. I hear Pokemon too. it's part of ambience, but I don't think it is. Heck, it is. Oh, there's... Oh, it's an Alpha Arbok. I think I have an Alpha Arbok. I'm trying to get blasted from here. Spam Earthquake. Okay, that's cool. I should have showed Malware, actually. I didn't think it would come. It's not looking good. Nice job staying over here. Man, I keep getting squawked, isn't it? No, it's still hanging in there. I wouldn't be as bad as looking for poison getting me every 5 seconds. So I got the Arbok though. Cost me a lot, but you know, that Arbok should be pretty hard to catch regardless. So let's just heal everybody real quick. I need to throw out the land or throw out as well. I don't know if they're gonna heal me at the end of this thing. They might, but I don't want to take that chance. I think they heal your Pokemon too much in this game anyway. I can understand like after a tough battle, but there's nothing to do after the tough battle. You just go to the Pokemon Center anyway. I don't see the point of them doing that. Throw some of these higher points I got around. Next, throw a couple of Super Potions, one on Meowstic and one on Scrafty. One of my boxes and check out the one I've caught so far. There's the Arbok. I wonder if I have an Alpha Arbok, do I? I do not. Okay. Cool. Another one to add the collection. Another sparkly thing over here. Card C. There must be another door I have to access. Came into the warp panel here. So it's a place I can explore like over here. I haven't explored over here yet. Over there. Down. Rare candy, nice. And I think the only thing I can do is check this out. I think I need the C card for that. But first I want to do just a little bit. I think I've actually explored everything I possibly can. Clear path to get out of here, that's for sure. Let's tell me to go over. When did I open up this one though? Door open. Is that an Alpha Egg Slash? You guys give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I heard some banging. It's like someone's trying to get my attention. No, it's coming from upstairs. That's an... Is that meant to be a challenge? Looks like they're not moving. It must be like some kind of like thing they're doing. All right. So if I find Aegislash, I think I'm off my best thing. This is the way else to get to defeat them to continue ahead. I wonder if I can I catch the Aegislash or it's not going to let me? The reason I'm choosing Mawa because I have Fire Fang. Looks like a nice. Okay, I'd probably cool if I could, but I guess not. Path is not clear. I think it's the way I was supposed to go. I think there's something like an extra room. Potion. Maybe extra small. Anything in these whiteboards? Not really. I thought that was something on the table that was worth grabbing. Now where are we? Standing stones of the route 10 on the ruins of the Geostage Town. Stones appear to behave in a mysterious manner. Usually emit energy when the ultimate weapon is activated that reverses. You're going to absorb energy of Pokemon attached to them. Must be where they started messing with this. Oh, there's another switch here too. Along with another, I thought I saw another glowing. Yep. You obtain the elevator key. Okay, then I have to go all the way back here for that. The key card that has the elevator with Sandra Lab embedded with the Team Players logo. Head to the elevator near the entrance. Activate this. Now, let's save this panel. I'm kind of curious where this last one goes. It's probably going to take me both back to the beginning, right? That's how a lot of them work. Yep, right in front of the elevator. Alright. You tap the elevator against keykins the panel. You can now use the elevator. Which floor do you like to go to? I guess go to the second floor first, then check out the third floor. I don't exactly know where he wants me. Apparently not down here. Still telling me to go somewhere. I want to see what's down here, though. Your tin is large. Okay, apparently this is like some kind of cell or something because I can't go that way. Maybe they'll give me a reason to come down here some other time. Third floor it is. Basement, third floor, I mean. Alright. Take a quick look around. Nope. Oh, it is dark as hell in here. I can't see shit. Some of the machinery power back on in response to your presence. Security check initialized. Possession of all key cards have been confirmed. Commencing partial reboot of systems. System rebooted. Voice guidance enabled. 4 files are available for playback. File 1, the device. File 2, the fuel. File 3, the legends. File 4, our shared dream. Which file I'd like to review. Well, let's take a look at all of them. The device that grants life. The device was created 3,000 years ago as the past. Really designed to restore life to a Pokemon that had already perished. We find the ultimate weapon buried in the earth beneath Geostage Town. So they found it and then used it. Fantastic. It had been well preserved. We believe it can have operational with a little work. But we have not found the necessary key to activate the weapon. We believe AZ still possess it, since he was the machine's creator. We must find him and capture him without delay. File would you like to review? File 2, the fuel. The device that grants life is, in fact, grants the deceased life stolen from other Pokemon. This is because the basic function of the device is to distill energy into its pure form, then emit the distilled energy. The emission can take form of convention, radiation, or conduction. Thus, life can be conducted back into a Pokemon that had lost its own, allowing it to be revived. What then would occur if the fuel of the device was the energy of legendary Pokemon? File would like to review. File 3. Gauss said to have 2 legendary Pokemon. Xerneas, the one that represents life and rebirth, and Whitehall represents death and destruction. The power to grant life and the power to steal life. These are mysterious abilities that even science has not been able to decode. What would happen if we were to use such power to activate the ultimate weapon? So their immediate problem was that they didn't know how to control their power. So they even if they managed to get the device to work, they might go out of control regardless. Or maybe it did go out. I think that's what happened in I think it's what happened in X and Y. Like, I think Xerneas stopped it. I think that was the plot. It's been a while since I actually played X and Y in full. Last one. As our world grew wealthier, I couldn't read all that. Pokemon and people will continue to grow, and the growth will invite new difficulties. In time, life will fill every corner of the planet until normal life can be sustained. When there's only one of something that cannot be shared. When something cannot be shared, it will be fought over. when something is fought over, that someone must survive without it. They want to create a world where people live in beauty. A world without conflict or theft is the reduced number of living things. All right, so I'm gonna be the one to say the obvious thing. There's gonna be. It doesn't matter what the situation. It could be over a rock. People are gonna fight and people are gonna steal stuff based over that rock, or they're gonna fight for that rock. It doesn't matter what it is. In order to do that, you have to release. You'd have to get rid of everything. You'd have to get rid of people. You have to get rid of buildings. You have to get rid of everything that has substance to it. Even someone wearing a shirt could cause a conflict. Sorry, just a little rant there. My comrade and team flair and time to come to lead the world toward a more beautiful future. Was I great here? He learned the secret of ultimate weapon, how truly abominable it was. AZ created that weapon. Then 1,000 years later, I also made a device that dwells within Prism Tower. Oh, but how? They seemed to wish that I come to this place. I lost memories, and yet this place does bring back something. What I remember most clearly is AZ. When I spoke with him 5 years ago, though, in the bars of his cell, I didn't know his true intent. But I did learn the device within Prism Tower. I set my mind on activating both the ultimate weapon and that device. But to activate the device required a certain Pokemon, one particular Flotte. There's only one way to know where that Flotte could be found. Led me to abandon my plans for the tower's device. But the old weapon could still be activated using the key AZ carries, and so I did. There's an explosion, I remember that much, though I cannot recall the cause of it. Perhaps the weapon was incomplete. I was buried beneath the earth together with Team Flair's secret base. But you're still alive. Zygrade saved me. I worked to protect all living creatures in the area from the light raining down, the deadly light of the ultimate weapon. Wait a second, Flotte is the key behind Prism Tower, then there might be someone trying to grab Flotte, or maybe take Flotte somewhere in the near future in order to activate the weapon. It's going to be, if it's like the weapon that Lysandre or L created, that means that we could have basically what happened. That's why it could try to almost happen again. In doing so, Zygrade exhausted its own power. But the weapon's activation device and Prism Tower awakened as well, sensing danger. Now it's become a threat to Luminos that could fully lose control any time. Stop the device and protect city. Zygrade must regain its true power. It's giving me a mission. Sooner or later, the tower will be enter a frenzied state similar to Rogue Mega Evolution. The one to bring it back under control is Oze's Flotte. Yes, we need the Eternal Flower and the trainer who could draw forth her full power. That's the truth, I know. And now you have learned all that those young people waiting in Lysandre's Cafe wanted you to learn. Go and speak with Grisham and with AZ, then do what must be done. You know, I kind of want to see, like, the leader of Team Flair just meet L, and either tell him or just be like, they're surprised he's alive, or maybe they knew he's alive, but they're going to like, condemn him. Just something to hit the storyline, you know what I mean? I can't go that way, because I just got to leave. We're head to 4, basement 1. Basement first floor, however you want to say that. I'm going to head out. Nothing else we can do in here anyway. We've explored every area. Did you see Lysandre? He's still down there. To think he is still alive. He doesn't seem to remember us in the slightest. We just forget. It's all because of him, the rest of us, yourself. There will be time for such things later. When you finish, you should now know the truth of AZ's sins. So I make the request of you. Get AZ's Flotte and give her to me. What about what Flotte wants? You must have seen by now, with AZ's special Flotte, we should be able to keep Prism Tower controlled. Everyone will learn that point. Everything we learn points to that conclusion. Must not start going on a rampage if we ever achieve the kind of beautiful world Team Flair had once dreamed of. Why should it help your ambitions, though? That's my question. Why should it help your ambitions? And if we can be the ones to protect Luminos, then people finally see us differently. You understand? We are mere children born to those who chose to join Team Flair. And yet we become type of prize in every side of the world, and Team Flair was disbanded. It's still your own fault. We couldn't just leave Luminos. Their cause is noble, but the path that led them there, even with Lysandre, you know, they said they should have stopped Lysandre. They shouldn't have, like, a coup d'etat or whatever they call it when you stop their leader from doing what they wanted. They could have stopped Lysandre. They could have. They just chose not to, or they just didn't have the guts to do so. Cities are home to we love as much as anyone else. The reason Team Flare existed was to make Luminos better, to make all cows better. In Nova Cafe, we worked hard to provide cover to those who had little else. And worked there, we also heard of voices of Luminos people. We understand the city better than anyone else. We know people better than anyone else. If you want to become facing a battle, you don't need more than just a tower ticket. You need to raid head over to AZ's Flote to me. I must become the strongest trainer by battling my way up to the Zia Rail. I must become the strongest Mega Evolution user ever. And now I'll be able to restrain Prism Tower with AZ Flote. So, his strategy is solid. Give me Flote and I'll battle you. The only thing is if we're in a challenger match between each other, it means that if he beats me, he gets promoted to rank 8. If I beat him, I get promoted to rank 8. As far as I know, you can't change your challenger. So, if I choose not to give him Flote at all, it means that he'll never get to rank 8 anyway. Or never get to the rank he wants to anyway. So there's a huge flaw in that logic with what he's saying. But let the team rest and decide what you really ought to do. It's time they all warned of AZ's sins. Now go back to Hotel Z. Well, this revelation is probably going to throw a few people off. Most likely Tawny. She's probably not going to be able to accept it. We'll get this reaction in and then I'll end the stream for today. You returned. However, Emma, what you're following up on. I imagine you learned much of the tale by now, isn't that right? Oh, Phoenix, did you manage to find Grisham? He's a guy from the cafe. No kidding. But thinking rumors around Grisham with Emma after our chat sounds like he's one formidable trainer. Plus, he's part of the group Team for Nueva, which has been gathering all sorts of info about Luminos from customers at Nueva Cafe. He seems to even knows what we'll learn from Prism Tower. Is there any chance you could tell us more about the tower given the situation? You told us the thing at the time as I talked to you all about it. Come, we could speak on the roof. This is going to reveal that he made the weapon. He's probably been dreading this day too. Phoenix, you know the old weapon, don't you? I went to Lysandre Labs. I share the truth of the terrible sins I committed and all of my regrets. In the war that occurred 3,000 years ago, many things were lost. So many Pokemon had their futures stolen. People lost everyday lives they'd known. My Flote was sent into the front lines, where she lost her life. I made a device machine that could grant life, and so I could revive my beloved Flote. But Flote back to life, I got what I have loved the most. My rage had not subsided. I could not forgive the world that had hurt the Pokemon that I loved. Ooh, nice cinematic. In my rage, I made a device into the ultimate. I remade my device into the ultimate weapon. I put an end to the senseless conflict that would have taken everything from us. I become destruction itself. The light fire from the ultimate weapon reached the heavens, then poured down, burning away all that rested upon the earth. But Flote must have known the truth. She must have realized that the life I had given her was stolen from so many other Pokemon. She left me, and I wandered alone for 3,000 years. You're a slave for 3,000 whole years? During those long periods of aimless wandering, a man of great power asked me for my help. He said he wanted a way to protect Kalos. At this, I thought to myself, I couldn't make another device that would take from others. Perhaps make one that would share the eternal life I had bestowed on Flote. That was what Angie is. It's what hidden within the depths of Prism Tower. Built Angie to give meaning to the eternal life that I had burned Flote with. It was, in one sense, my attempt to atone to Flote for what I've done. I dreamed of a day when I could use Angie after reuniting with Flote at last. That day did not come to pass. That was because we were living in the same time of peace. But now Angie. The tower is emitting in massive amounts of Mega power, even without Mega Flote's present. This is one connection on my part, but I believe it was maybe related to the ultimate weapon being fired 5 years ago. Shock awoke Angie and caused the Mega power contained with it to spill forth. It led to the rampant of rogue Mega evolution. The Pokemon suffer, the people come to harm. So I'm willing to put the end to the pain. Mega Evolution must use Mega Flote, Evolve Flote, and the other reach the control panel within Angie. Never could imagine you and Flote with that kind of history, and the tower too. But we need a strong Mega user to stop the tower from going berserk. I have a question, why would Flote be able to Mega Evolve at all? Remember Pokemon can only Mega Evolve when they aren't capable of evolving any further. Shouldn't Flote be able to evolve into Flores? But Flote cannot evolve. That's because it's such a special Pokemon, having received the lives of so many others. Though this is only my conjecture. Flote returned to my side after 3,000 years was the act of forgiveness. But she likely also returned to me knowing I could atone for the sins by stopping the tower. However, I no longer have it in me to do battle as a trainer. I mean, yeah, I guess you kicked all those events into motion, AZ. I'm sure you never dreamed the tower would go berserk like this. That doesn't matter. AZ still made the awful mess, and MZ still stuck cleaning up. Naven, what? I understand being upset about that, but Naven's straight up right. I mean, AZ created it. I mean, Lysandre, basically, AZ and Lysandre both did something they're not supposed to. I appreciate that AZ is trying to raise wrongs, and I want so much for any of us to do. I don't want to be like the bad guy anymore that the rest of you, but accountability matters. You do realize we might be trying to all fix this, don't you? Nathan is correct in what he says. I continue to cause you to turn nothing but trouble because of my own powerlessness. I am truly sorry. I understand, AZ. Just leave it to Team MZ. Phoenix. So to us to keep the tower from going wild, that means you gotta beat Grism. I'm conflicted. How come? Oh yeah, I see why you hesitate. So although it's rough, can you afford to give up now? And then we backed down and left everything to Grisham. How do you know Fode would choose to hold on alongside him? And would that bring AZ any peace? I understand feeling conflicted, but I think you should face Grisham. Let him outcome of your battle decide things. Alright, let's challenge Grisham to a promotion match. Thank you. If you'll ever be grateful for me, y'all. My team, dear Team MZ. Does that mean that being Flote with me? I guess I am going to bring him with me. Can I talk to it? Yeah, I can, but I'm not getting a prompt for anything like that. So this is a revelation. Basically learned everything I want to. But I've said it several times already. AZ is bad for making the weapon, bad for using it, bad for doing that. But he's been working hard 3,000 years to atone for what he did, including losing the only thing he really cared about. So when Lysandre figured out about the weapon, he decided to use it because he wanted to basically make everything perfect, and there is no such thing as perfection. That's what I'm gonna guess almost 100% that's what he was going for. He didn't want anything bad to happen. There's no such thing as perfection. It's not going to happen. No one is perfect. Nothing's going to happen about that. And then Team Flare obviously blaming AZ for making the weapon, and they're right in that regard. But where Lysandre didn't have to resort to using the weapon. He could have found a different way to do it. I believe that Team Flare is wrong, so is AZ, but I believe Team Flare is not learning from their mistakes. Like, I understand they want to protect Luminos, but I think trying to push it so they can use the weapon, it's just between what Lysandre did. It's just on a different plane. They're manipulating Pokemon in order to get what they want. So it's kind of the similar situation, but not exactly the same. But anyway, after that little rant over, I want to thank everyone for watching. I will be doing more. Like I said, I'll be streaming every other day, so the next time should be on Wednesday. And once I beat the main story, I'm going to be switching between this and my Twitch channel, which is that Streamer1993 on Twitch. You can check that out if you want to. And I'll be playing Persona 3 Reload there until I beat that game, and then I'll decide what to do from there. And when the DLC comes out, that's what I'll be doing, is I'll be switching between the DLC and that. But that's going to do it for this video stream. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. This is the Pokemon Fan 1993.